Hello, I'm Mr. Zach.
And I'm Miss Sophie.
And welcome back to class after your summer break. And I'm so happy to see you again. And for today's topic, we have schools around the world for B1 level.
მოგესალმებით. კეთილი იყოს თქვენი დაბრუნება ჩვენს ტელესკოლაში. ეს ჩვენი პირველი გაკვეთილია და იგი შეეხება სკოლები მსოფლიოს გარშემო. თქვენ უყურებთ ზოგად ინგლისურს დონე B1.
So like usual, we will start with the vocabulary and then move right along to the reading comprehension. And right in the middle, we have the grammar. And next, we have the summary. And lastly, we have the homework, our favorite part.
ვიდრე უშუალოდ გაკვეთილზე გადავიდოდეთ, მოდით ერთად გადავხედოთ დღევანდელი დღის განრიგს. დღევანდელი ჩვენი გაკვეთილი დაიწყება ლექსიკის შესწავლით. ამის შემდეგ ჩვენ გვექნება წაკითხulis გააზრება, რასაც მოჰყვება გრამატიკა და გრამატიკული სავარჯიშოები. შემდეგ მოკლედ შევაჯამებთ დღევანდელ გაკვეთილს და გადავალთ ყველასათვის საყვარელ ნაწილზე, საშინაო დავალებაზე. Shall we start?
We shall start.
So Zach, what was your school life like?
Ooh, it was very different, I think, compared to Georgia.
Okay.
Because like in Georgia, you have one school a lot of the time.
Yes.
But in America, you have 3 different levels of school.
Well, we also have 3 different
really?
levels.
Okay.
We have primary years, then we go to the middle years, and then
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, is it the same in US?
Yes, exactly. We have elementary school, then middle school, and then high school.
Yeah, almost the same.
Almost the same, yes. So let's go on to our vocabulary section where we have a new set of vocabulary words.
ახლა კი მოდით ერთად გადავიდეთ ლექსიკის შესწავლაზე. თქვენს წინაშე მოცემულია ის სიტყვები, რომლებსაც შევისწავლით დღევანდელ გაკვეთილზე.
So our first word is skip, and it is a noun and a verb. And to skip is to when you miss a class on purpose.
დღევანდელი პირველი სიტყვა არის skip, რომელიც ქართულად ნიშნავს გაცდენას. Skip, გაცდენა, skip, გაცდენა, skip, გაცდენა.
And next we have graduation, which is a noun. And graduation is when you leave school or when you accomplish school or just finish it in general.
Graduation in Georgian means სასწავლო დაწესებულების დამთავრება. Graduation, სასწავლო დაწესებულების დამთავრება. Graduation, სასწავლო დაწესებულების დამთავრება. Graduation, სასწავლო დაწესებულების დამთავრება.
And next we have scholarship, which is a noun. And scholarship is when you get money to go to school for like college or university.
Scholarship in Georgian means სტიპენდია. Scholarship, სტიპენდია. Scholarship, სტიპენდია. Scholarship, სტიპენდია.
And next we have curriculum, which is a noun, and curriculum is when or the like subjects that you learn in school, like the schedule that you follow.
Curriculum in Georgian means სასწავლო გეგმა ან პროგრამა. Curriculum, სასწავლო გეგმა ან პროგრამა. Curriculum, სასწავლო გეგმა ან პროგრამა. Curriculum, სასწავლო გეგმა ან პროგრამა.
So our next word is drop, which is a noun and a verb, and it is when you leave a class or school.
Drop in Georgian means ამორიცხვა. Drop, ამორიცხვა. Drop, ამორიცხვა. Drop, ამორიცხვა.
And next we have compulsory, which is an adjective, and compulsory is when you have to do a certain subject like English or Georgian or history or mathematics.
Compulsory in Georgian means სავალდებულო. Compulsory, სავალდებულო. Compulsory, სავალდებულო. Compulsory, სავალდებულო.
And next we have term, which is a noun. And term is a certain time frame for a school year. Like in America, maybe the same for Georgia. There are 3 terms in a year.
No, we have 2.
Oh, you have 2.
Exactly right, yes. And we also have a synonym for term, which is semester.
Yeah,
right?
semester. Yeah, exactly.
Term in Georgian means semestri. Term, semestri. Term, semestri. Term, semestri.
Now let's go on to our vocabulary section and let's match the right words with the right definitions.
ახლა კი მოდით ერთად გადავიდეთ ლექსიკურ სავარჯიშოზე. ამ სავარჯიშოში ჩვენ უნდა შევუსაბამოთ მოცემულ სიტყვებს, მოცემული განმარტებები. Start.
Let's do it. So, Sopo, to decide not to continue studying a school subject, what could that be?
I think you mentioned that it is to drop a subject, or we can even say to drop a school or a college or university.
Exactly right. Fantastic.
Good. And, Zach, the subjects that students study at a particular school or college.
Oh, I know that's curriculum.
Very good. You are absolutely right.
And next, we have an amount of money given by a school, college, university, or other organization to pay for the studies of a person. What could that be?
I think that should be scholarship.
Yeah, totally. It should be scholarship. Yes.
And the next one is not to do something, but to do the next thing instead, or to miss a lesson.
Yeah. And that should be skip, and it's definitely on purpose.
Very true.
And next, one of the periods of time into which the year is divided for students.
That must be term, right?
Yeah, I think that's term.
And the next one is something that must be done because of a rule or law.
Oh, I think that's compulsory. Yeah.
Very good.
And lastly, the act of receiving a degree or a qualification after finishing your studies at a college or university.
And that must be graduation.
That's definitely graduation. Fantastic. And next we have our new set of words based on the text that is written.
ახლა კი, მოდით ერთად გადავიდეთ ლექსიკის მეორე ნაწილზე. ეს სიტყვები უშუალოდ იმ ტექსტიდან არის ამოკრეფილი, რომელსაც ძალიან მალე გავეცნობით.
So first we have pupil, which is a noun, and pupils are usually students at school, like public school, right before university.
Pupil in Georgian means მოსწავლე. Pupil, მოსწავლე, pupil, მოსწავლე, pupil, მოსწავლე.
And next we have principal, which is a noun, and a principal is the head of a school, like a director or a headmaster.
Principal in Georgian means skolis direktori. Principal, skolis direktori. Principal, skolis direktori. Principal, skolis direktori.
And next we have to improve, which is a verb. And to improve is just to get better at something by practicing or studying.
To improve in Georgian means გაუმჯობესება. To improve, გაუმჯობესება. To improve, გაუმჯობესება. To improve, გაუმჯობესება.
And then next we have after school, which can be used as an adjective, and you can use it with activities. And after school activities are things that you do after school just for extra experience. Maybe you play a sport, or you play games, or you do extra classes.
After school activities in Georgian means სკოლის შემდეგი აქტივობები. After school activities, სკოლის შემდეგი აქტივობები. After school activities, სკოლის შემდეგი აქტივობები.
After school activities,
სკოლის შემდეგი აქტივობები.
And next, to immerse, which is a verb. And to immerse is when you get into something very much. Like you really like something and you try your best to get as good as you can for it.
To immerse in Georgian means მთლიანად დაუფლება. To immerse, მთლიანად დაუფლება. To immerse, მთლიანად დაუფლება. To immerse, მთლიანად დაუფლება.
And next we have playground, which is a noun. And a playground is usually where smaller kids go to play on big structures and slides and other things.
Playground in Georgian means სათამაშო მოედანი. Playground, სათამაშო მოედანი. Playground, სათამაშო მოედანი. Playground, სათამაშო მოედანი.
And next we have background, which is noun. And a background is like your back history of what you studied or where you went to school for university or college.
Background in Georgian means biografიული ინფორმაცია. Background, biografიული ინფორმაცია. Background, biografიული ინფორმაცია. Background, biografიული ინფორმაცია.
Now let's move on to our reading comprehension.
Before we go to the reading comprehension, I have a question for you. What is the school system like in your country?
Oh, like in America, we have the 3 different levels of school. So we have elementary, we have middle school, and we have high school. And then for the extracurricular activities or extra activities after school, maybe we have music or sports. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds the same.
Oh, yes, of course.
And now it's time to move to the reading comprehension. The kids in a school in South London come from 60 countries. At home, they speak a total of 71 languages, but at school, their lessons are all in English. Imagine taking all your school exams in English, even in maths and history. What if you had to talk to your teachers in English every day? In London, lots of teens do this, although English isn't their first language. Their families have moved to Britain from other countries, but these kids can't miss school. At Southfields Community College in Wandsworth, South London, the 1,300 pupils come from all over the world, from around 60 countries altogether. I have friends from Pakistan, Ghana, Nigeria and Britain. Between them, Southfields pupils speak 71 languages, more than at any other school in Britain. Don't all those different languages make school very chaotic? Sheffield Sayed, 16, from Pakistan, speaks Urdu, Punjabi and a little Pashto. But he tries to make things easy at school. We all speak English in the classroom, Shahid says. But at home, I speak Urdu as much as possible because we try to keep our culture.
London has many multicultural schools, but Southfields can be especially proud. In 2006, it was one of the top 100 most improved schools in the country. This is great because many of the pupils spoke little or no English when they first arrived. We believe the best way for pupils to improve their English is by listening and speaking in class, said Anita Solis, a teacher in Southfields. Most students have some basic English when they arrive, and we immerse them in English class. It's fantastic how quickly they learn from being surrounded by the language. If kids speak no English at all, Southfields takes these pupils out of class for 1 period a day to give them English lessons. Sports and activities are also important. Ifra Omar, 15, from Somalia, speaks Somali and Arabic. She said after-school clubs helped her make friends and settle down in Britain. When I got here, I met friends playing sports. I didn't know how to play the games. I couldn't speak English and I didn't know anyone, but the others helped me. I still have these friends today. Southfields offers a lot of after-school sports and activities. Clubs and sports are a great way for people to mix, said Anita Solis. It's interesting for the British pupils too because they meet other teens from all over the world.
A lot of kids at Southfields know that education is very important. Some are extremely motivated after bad experiences they had before moving to Britain. Fadumo Yusuf, 15, from Somalia, told the British newspaper The Guardian that the kids were treated very strictly by their teachers and the principal in her home country. When I came here, I didn't know any English, said Fadumo. Now I'm preparing for my exams. But Southfields offers much more than exams. It's a chance to learn about other cultures. Kristina Dumova, 13, from Bulgaria, has been there for just a few months, but she's already learned a lot about other cultures. My friends come from Brazil, so I'm learning about their country and language. I also teach my friends about Bulgarian traditions. Walking around the playground is like a trip around the world. Kids from Italy, South Africa, India, Iraq, China, Somalia, Thailand, Bangladesh, and many other countries play together. Shahid knows a lot of the kids, and he's proud of his knowledge of other cultures. He said, "It makes you feel clever to know people from so many different backgrounds."
Great. So now let's move on to the reading comprehension task and answer the given questions.
ახლა კი მოდით გადავიდეთ წაკითხulis გააზრების სავარჯიშოზე. თქვენს წინაშე მოცემულია კითხვები, რომლებსაც ერთად უნდა ვუპასუხოთ ტექსტზე დაყრდნობით. Let's start.
Let's do it. So, Sopo, what makes Southfields proud and exceptional?
Well, as we read in the text, in 2006, it was one of the top 100 most improved schools in the country. And this is great because many of the pupils spoke little or no English when they first arrived.
Yeah, fantastic.
And the second question, why is it important for the kids to speak their mother tongue at home?
To, of course, not forget their cultural background from where they come from.
Very true.
And Sopo, how do after-school activities help the kids?
They make friends from all over the world.
Yeah, totally.
And the next question, what happens if the kids cannot speak English when they arrive at school?
Oh, so when they come, they get an extra lesson a day of English instead of another subject. So now let's move on to the grammar section and let's discuss indefinite pronouns.
ახლა კი გადავიდეთ გრამატიკის ნაწილზე და განვიხილოთ განუსაზღვრელი ნაცვალსახელები.
Some, any, and no are used with uncountable nouns like coffee, sugar, and etc. And plural countable nouns, cars, flowers, etc. For example, some coffee, some cars.
Some, any და no გამოიყენება როგორც უთვლად არსებით სახელებთან, მაგალითად coffee, sugar და ასე შემდეგ, ასევე მრავლობითი რიცხვის თვლად არსებით სახელებთან, მაგალითად cars, flowers.
Some and its compounds, someone, somebody, something, somewhere, are normally used in affirmative sentences. For example, he has got some friends.
Some და მისგან შედგენილი ნაცვალსახელები, someone, somebody, something, somewhere გამოიყენება მტკიცებით წინადადებებში. მაგალითად, he has got some friends.
Any and its compounds are usually used in interrogative sentences. Not any is used in negative sentences. For example, have you got any money? I don't have any money.
Any და მისგან შედგენილი ნაცვალსახელები გამოიყენება კითხვით წინადადებებში, ხოლო not any გამოიყენება უარყოფით წინადადებებში. მაგალითად, have you got any money? I don't have any money.
Any and its compounds are also used with negative words such as without, never, seldom, rarely, hardly, etc. For example, he left without any excuse.
Any და მისგან შედგენილი ნაცვალსახელები ასევე გამოიყენება უარყოფით სიტყვებთან. მაგალითად, without, never, seldom, rarely, hardly და ასე შემდეგ. მაგალითად, he left without any excuse.
No and its compounds are used instead of not any in negative sentences. For example, they have no time.
No და მისგან შედგენილი ნაცვალსახელები გამოიყენება not any-ს ნაცვლად უარყოფით წინადადებებში. მაგალითად, they have no time.
We use a singular verb with compounds of some, any, and no. And for example, someone is calling for help.
Some, any და no-სგან ნაწარმოებ ნაცვალსახელებთან გამოვიყენებთ ზმნას მხოლობით რიცხვში. მაგალითად, someone is calling for help.
So, some and its compounds are also used in interrogative sentences when we make an offer or a request. For example, would you like some apple juice? Can I say something?
Some და მისგან ნაწარმოები ნაცვალსახელები ასევე გამოიყენება კითხვით წინადადებებში შეთავაზების ან თხოვნის შემთხვევაში. Would you like some apple juice? Can I say something?
When any and its compounds are used in affirmative sentences, there is a difference in meaning. For example, you can take any sweets you like. It does not matter which. Anyone or anybody can enter this competition. It doesn't matter who. We can go anywhere you like. It doesn't matter where.
როდესაც any და მისგან ნაწარმოები ნაცვალსახელები გამოიყენება მტკიცებით წინადადებებში, მათი მნიშვნელობა განსხვავდება. მაგალითად, you can take any sweets you like, არ აქვს მნიშვნელობა რომელი, anyone, anybody can enter this competition. არ აქვს მნიშვნელობა ვინ. We can go anywhere you like. არ აქვს მნიშვნელობა სად.
Every is used with singular countable nouns. For example, every citizen must pay taxes.
Every გამოიყენება მხოლობითი რიცხვის თვლად არსებით სახელებთან. მაგალითად, every citizen must pay taxes. ნაცვალ სახელები. Everyone, everybody, everything და ზმნიზე და everywhere გამოიყენება როგორც მტკიცებით, ასევე კითხვით და უარყოფით წინადადებებში და მათ მოსდევს ზმნა მხოლობით რიცხვში. მაგალითად, everybody wants to be happy.
So now let's go on to our grammar section and let's put the correct indefinite pronouns.
ახლა კი მოდით გადავიდეთ გრამატიკის სავარჯიშოზე და მოცემულ წინადადებებში ჩავსვათ სწორი განუსაზღვრელი ნაცვალსახელი.
So first, Sopo, she wants to live blank by the sea.
We need something for the place indication. Therefore, we will have she wants to live somewhere by the sea.
Yeah, perfect.
And the next one, Zach, does have a phone charger.
So we are talking about someone, so we need, does anybody have a phone charger?
Yes, and also this is a question sentence, interrogative sentence, and therefore we will need anybody.
Perfect. And also, she did not bring blank to the party.
And here, because this is a negative sentence, we will need anything. She did not bring anything to the party. Next one, Zach. She loves blank. She's a very kind person.
So we're making a statement, so we need to say she loves everybody. She is a very kind person.
Very true.
And next, I wish blank would clean this mess.
And in here we have somebody. I wish somebody would clean this mess up.
So now let's move on to our summary section, where at the very beginning we talked about the vocabulary for schools around the world, and then we went right on to the reading about talking about the schools around the world. And then, of course, we had the grammar section where we talked about the indefinite pronouns.
ახლა კი მოდით ერთად შევაჯამოთ ჩვენი გაკვეთილი. დღევანდელი გაკვეთილი ჩვენ დავიწყეთ ლექსიკის შესწავლით. ამის შემდეგ გქონდა წაკითხulis გააზრება, ხოლო შემდეგ კი გადავედით გრამატიკაზე და გრამატიკულ სავარჯიშოებზე და განვიხილეთ განუსაზღვრელი ნაცვალსახელები. დღევანდელი გაკვეთილის თემა იყო სკოლები მსოფლიოს გარშემო. ახლა კი დროა გადავიდეთ ყველასათვის საყვარელ საშინაო დავალებაზე.
And for your homework, write a short paragraph about your school.
საშინაო დავალებად გთხოვთ დაწერეთ მოკლე აბზაცი თქვენი სკოლის შესახებ. თქვენი დავალება შეგიძლიათ გამოგვიგზავნოთ ეკრანზე მითითებულ მისამართზე. And now I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we should say goodbye.
Yes, very true, but we are going to see them next week, next lesson.
Of
right?
course we will. Yes.
So
So
bye-bye.
Thank
See
you
you
so
next
much.
time.
Bye-bye.